forgot. I knew one day my hot for this, for not, my not.
We are just a couple miles east of the LAX airport, just off the 405 or the 105 at the beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Washington football team and the Los Angeles Chargers. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson. It's a first down and more for Gibson. Touchdown, Washington! Antonio Gibson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And Washington has taken a first quarter lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes the score 7-0. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. This one swung out here to Jones. Short completion, just 4 yards, and they're going to have a 3rd down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Rolling to his left. Going deep downfield for Ross. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. And big gain that time for the Chargers.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively. And then they got hit with that big play.
Jones with a nice burst there on 1st down as he'll be taken down, but not before a gain of 7 yards. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Herbert off of play action. And the throw there incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Singletary going to get the handoff. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. The fourth down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. Well, this defense for the Chargers, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On 1st down, it's Gibson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
2nd down at 7. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Flush to his right. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers 23.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
They'll run on 1st down. Gibson. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 94 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll try the left side with Gibson. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Looking to throw. This is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. And he wisely will throw that one away. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all. And I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. They snap it to Herbert. And that's complete. Albert Okwuegbunam. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Oh, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Well, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Running right, Jones. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
They'll try and run for it with Jones.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. Now let's listen in on the call. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. Drops it to Jones in the flat. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. Touchdown! John Ross, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are able to make this a close game again. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. first down carry by Jones. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. 48 yards on the ground for him so far.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and it may be a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
First down and much more here for Jones. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On first down, it's Jones. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
Now Jones. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. This defense hasn't let them in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2. Throwing quickly, and Herbert completes it. Touchdown, Chargers. Great effort there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Butker is on target, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Into the secondary past the 40. And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, Might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Yeah, he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, this throw caught left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Back to throw now on first down. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Once more, Gibson. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. They'll run on first down. It's Gibson, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. They'll set up to throw. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
They'll run with Gibson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. One more time with Gibson. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
From the 8, it's 3rd and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson, an 8-yard touchdown run. And Washington has taken the lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead is now 21-14. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Here's a give to Jones running left. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 76 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
2nd down at 5. Play action. It's Herbert. They'll roll him out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big gain that time for the Chargers.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
On 1st down, Jones. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw there into the hands of Ross. And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Albert Okwuegbunam, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. out there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A give to Gibson running right. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 130 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Here's a give to Gibson. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Going to try the right side. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Tony Pollard, 29 yards. And Washington has taken the lead. Rosas good with the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. A pass there over the middle to start things out. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll run on 1st down. Jones. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll go again to Jones. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Oh, no, he lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Herbert, quick pass out wide. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Herbert going to throw. On the move to his left. Open man here, Schwartz, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Herbert to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. He's been quiet all afternoon. He may have just come up with a play of the day right there, though.
Obviously, it's not the volume in which you get done. It's the quality, and that was a quality catch right there.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Herbert. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. Herbert. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time, because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. 4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. So it's Washington getting the victory here. And we talk so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams right there with them.